Tottenham draw in the Europa League. They drew.
What group? Let's see.
They drew Group J, Ludogorets, Lask, and Antwerp, Royal Antwerp. So I'm not sure about.
Decent Belgian side.
Yes, Ludogorets. Yes, they're decent. Arsenal played them a few years back. Looks like it
This should be. If they fail to come out of this group, we can start talking. We have two Israeli teams, which is great for Israeli soccer.
Yes.
Association, league. I don't know how you want to call it, but I don't see them.
Yeah, hopefully they can get.
Yeah, I don't think the Israeli teams can make it past.
No, but is there any interesting group in here? Let's see.
Let's see.
Because I'm not sure how many fans here.
In the group A, you got no, not really.
Roma Young Boys.
Well, Group C, you have Leverkusen and the Israeli team, Hapoel Beersheva, and Nice. So that's interesting for us.
And Slavia Prague. Slavia Prague made it.
Yeah, they're a decent side. So
this is
you have Group D, you have Benfica and Rangers. Semi-interesting. Group F, Napoli and Real Sociedad. That's going to be an interesting matchup, but they will probably won't go through both Napoli and Real Sociedad. You go Group, that's not really interesting.
Right. Oh, and I see another Group H.
Group H looks interesting.
Los Lille, Milan, Celtic. That's going to be great matchups.
Yeah. Those look fun. Those are looking like a good time.
All right, I'm looking at a couple of these groups and I'm seeing, maybe Arsenal kind of lucked out here.
Yeah.
And Tottenham too. Kind of lucked out here.
I think that either both Arsenal and Tottenham are only threatened by really two teams, and I would say Leverkusen and Napoli, if anything.
And there's Roma can play a part. Slavia, you see teams like Slavia Prague.
Yeah, Roma can. AC Milan are also there, but they're in great form. They got the young Brahim Diaz from Real Madrid, which he's on great form as well. AC Milan look to be exciting again, so we'll see how that works out.
And a sleeper for this tournament, I would go with Los Lille. I think that could be a team that could make way. They brought Burak Yilmaz. They got Jonathan David, who's a Canadian, a great talent.
Canadian, great potential for this young man.
Yeah, they got a couple interesting options. I think Bukayo Samari also plays there.
Yeah.
And that's another good center.
It's interesting because the World Cup is coming here eventually, right? I think in a few years. So we'll see if Canada can stack up a team. They got Davis, they got this young striker.
Jonathan David,
Yeah, we'll see how they line up. Maybe they'll be stacked and they'll beat the U.S.
Maybe. So it looks like I've seen tougher Europa leagues, but we'll have to see who drops down from the Champions League to really see how tough this tournament will be. Because right now, probably Tottenham and Arsenal should be looking at this saying we're the best two teams here. Easy. If they drop out to any of these teams, you would say that's a lost opportunity. Nevertheless, let's go into the Champions League.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's where it gets interesting. We gotta win the Europa League to get in here ASAP.
Yeah, so looking at the Champions League, right? Okay.
Real.
So you have two strong teams, Bayern and Atletico, and Salzburg. It's a sleeper. That's a sleeper right there. Don't sleep on them because they're a strong side as well.
That's right.
I don't see them going. I don't see Bayern and Atletico dropping points. I mean, not dropping points, but dropping out of the group. I don't know if you want to say anything else in regards to Group A.
In regards to Group A, I think that's a pretty interesting draw. Moscow makes it pretty much every other year into the tournament, so they're going to be a decent side. Salzburg is always going to surprise. They've got great talent. Sablansky is a player I love watching. Daka is their forward, who I think is going to be a talent to watch out for. I love to watch and check out all these players when they're still at that age and you see them develop.
Yeah.
They don't come out of nowhere. These are great players. They don't come out of nowhere. They built their track record in small teams in different leagues, and they rise up in the ranks. Daka is certainly one to watch out for. This group will
Yeah, for sure, for
probably
sure.
give you a good and
I
very
mean,
nice contract by the end of next
yeah, I
season.
mean, listen, they generate a lot of great players, right? So we'll see
Great
who's next.
players.
We'll
And
see who's next up.
yeah, playing with
Uh,
Real Madrid and Bayern is going to be great buzz.
yeah, yeah. And then if you look at Group B, again, my team, Real Madrid, Shakhtar, I can't pronounce their other name,
Then yeah,
Inter Milan, and I can never pronounce this German team's name. I don't
Borussia
think
Mönchengladbach.
that. So, to me, the most interesting game is going to be a Real Inter. Hands down. You have Conte, which is a great coach. Lukaku is in great form. Martinez is great. It's going to be a tough match for us. Both because their defense is strong and their offense is in incredible shape as of today. Yeah, I don't see Real Madrid or Inter not going through this either. I
Yeah,
don't think either Shakhtar or the German side can go through here, which is unfortunate because they're exciting teams. I think Shakhtar made it pretty far last year in the Champions League,
that's right.
but yeah, I think would I call this a death group? No, but
I would call it
um,
like a surprise group. Like it could bring to some
it
interesting.
could it could something crazy. I can see Ramos getting a red card, missing an away game, and something can happen. I can see that. I can totally
Yeah,
see that happening.
so we got a bunch of interesting groups. So we have, let's say, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter, Borussia. In my opinion, I think this is a very open in terms of second place. Inter can be inconsistent, but these teams, Shakhtar Donetsk, they battle every year in the Champions League. Borussia Mönchengladbach doesn't get there often, so they may put a lot of eggs in this basket.
Yeah, but
Just
I don't see Real Madrid or Inter not going through. I'm not saying who is going to be first and who's going to be second, but I'm saying I don't see those two missing out on the next phase of the Champions League.
I don't think Real will. I haven't seen Inter advance far into the Champions League in quite some time, so that's still a question mark. You have to fail together before you succeed together. That's usually what happens to successful.
Right, but they did a good job in the Europa League last year, if I'm not wrong, and they're playing well.
They did, but they're playing. Shakhtar Donetsk is there every year. They advance almost every year out of the group stage. Surprising,
And
every they're gonna get at least one result. They're gonna get a win at least either against Real Madrid or Inter between the four games.
but I just actually before we got on this call, I heard that they have a lot of Corona cases in that team. So
Oh really?
we'll see how it affects their players and who they can put up to play. Because the first game is actually after the international break.
It's a good point you brought up. It's a good point because the coronavirus will be. You're playing a lot of different European team, and there's
Yes.
different things happening in and around. So
And I only know that because one of their players is Manol Salomon, which is an Israeli player who plays for the national team,
mhm.
and we're supposed to play Scotland, I think, on Wednesday or Tuesday, and he's getting like extra tests done to see what's going on with him, if he can play or not. So again, Corona and Corona is a big factor in this year's Champions League, and I mean every league really.
Yeah,
And we'll see what teams could, because even today, Napoli and Juventus were supposed to play. Napoli found not a lot, but some cases of corona
right.
within their team. They never showed up to the game. I don't know if it's going to get postponed or Juventus is going to get the points, but I think I think it's going to get postponed. But yeah, I think even in our town, I don't know if you heard, there's a lot of new corona cases. So
Yeah, well, there's
uh,
always going to be Corona cases.
what I'm saying is there's a new wave coming. It's a time of year. It's winter. There's a second wave of corona is coming, and we'll see how it affects soccer.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have an effect, especially when you look at a Champions League, different countries, you're bringing in different rates and different situations.
Yeah,
But you know, let's go to the next group, Group C.
yeah.
Porto,
Again,
Manchester City, Olympiacos, Marseille.
so
That's
battle for second place.
that's definitely a battle. Probably Porto or Marseille. I would say I would put my money on Porto. I'd put
Yeah, I would too. Even though Marseille is not a bad side, but
not a bad side neither. Yeah, and Olympiacos, not a bad side either. But well,
they're
you know,
definitely not as good as Marseille though.
this could definitely be an open one. This will be an open one.
For second place.
Second place, yeah. For first place, Manchester City should should grab all 6 games here,
Yeah, for
all
sure.
18 points.
For sure.
No
For
way.
sure.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
This next one, Liverpool, Ajax, Atlanta. It's another rough one for second place. I think Ajax and Atlanta
Yeah,
battle it
yeah.
out.
I don't see Ajax going through.
Really.
Atalanta is in such great form and as of today, they're playing attack-minded football. They reached the semifinals last year, no? Or the
Yeah.
quarterfinals?
The quarters they lost to City. City, I believe, in the quarters. Yeah,
Yeah, and they almost won. They were so close.
they were.
Um,
They were.
yeah, I don't see Ajax being going through here. I don't.
We'll see. We'll see. Ajax surprised 2 years ago. Atlanta surprised last year.
Oh,
It's
trust me, I know Ajax surprised us a few years ago. I know. I trust me, I know. But
no, I
um,
no, I called it before you knew. Don't worry about that. I'm a big Ajax fan. I love the talents they have. I'll never count them out. They got things developing, and things could happen very quickly there with the talent they bring up. So
for
always
sure.
a team to watch out for. But Atlanta is looking more in form. So
Yeah,
that I will give you.
Atlanta is looking great, so I see them taking second place.
Now, this next one, it seems to always happen. Sevilla facing off Chelsea. But Sevilla, Chelsea, Krasnodar, and Rennes. So this is a pretty clear cut, isn't it?
Yeah, clear cut battle who's gonna be first or second, but it's Sevilla and Chelsea for sure. I've
Yeah,
no doubt about that.
no doubt. And Rennes probably going third, dropping to the Europa League. Oh, and
Yeah.
after the end of this, we'll do a review of who we got dropping to the Europa League. But
Mhm.
Zenit, Borussia Dortmund, Lazio, Club Rouge. This is
That's interesting also. All four teams are are more than average, Club Brugge and they beat us, I think, last year in the group stage.
yes, they did. Yeah,
You know. So if I have to review this group, which is very tricky, but Dortmund definitely, I mean not definitely, but I see them going first, Lazio second, and Club Brugge going to European League.
really. So Zenit, you got nothing for them.
Yeah, it is an interesting match between them and Club Rouge, but the players that Club Rouge currently have at their club, um, they're very much like Atalanta. They're very attack minded. They can get you into counter attacks. They're very fast, pacey strikers. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a good group to watch, and yeah, I just don't see Zenit doing too much here.
I probably would agree with you on that. Zenit has been they tried to do something like 10 years ago. They spend a lot of money. Been
That
trying
Hall at some point.
yeah, Hulk and a bunch of them, Witzel when he was
Yeah,
younger.
yeah.
Didn't really work out for them, and a couple other center backs. But it's not. I think this is where this thing collapsed. Club Brugge, yeah, you're right, gonna finish above them.
Yeah,
Dortmund first, Lazio second. Lazio's
yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
We'll see. I think they're gonna be a sleeper here in this tournament this year.
Hmm.
But to this huge one, Juventus, Barcelona. But the next two,
I mean,
Kiev.
again, I'm not gonna say it's huge just because it's not a death group. It's a battle for two teams for
Yeah, that's
sure, and there are two great teams, um, a true prestigious matchups. Ronaldo and Messi back at it again, um, but it's definitely no question who goes through, right? So
yeah, it's no question. But the thing is, you love to see those kinds of games. You know, it's a for
no,
sure.
for sure, 100%. I totally agree. I just wouldn't call this too
No,
realistic of a group because we know who's gonna go through.
yeah, we know it's going to go through, but I do think there's going to be a lot of.
Great games though.
This
Great,
is Messi and Ronaldo, two
great
times,
two games. Great two games. So
and you got Atletico Madrid against Bayern Munich. It's can't really ask for more at the group stage. Great match.
exactly. No, I'm happy. I'm happy with this.
Other than having to suffer with Man United in Group H, it's
Why?
really
I love to see their matchups against Paris. Like I love their last year, not 2 years ago, Paris and United. Had a great two legs, and I think it was the quarterfinals where United ended up going through.
so.
Um,
I've
was
been
it
waiting.
16? I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but the matchup was great. So I don't mind Group H, and I think it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, because you have Leipzig there.
I mean, I could tell you that I've been waiting for what you're going to say on this one. Since you made the claim on Man United, winning the league and kind of backtracking. But what I want to know what you got to say here on it.
Yeah, so I think, and it's gonna be you're not gonna expect this one, but I think this one has to deal with whether fans come back soon enough. Because if you're playing in Istanbul, right, away with fans, that's a tough match. And I don't see Man United or Leipzig winning away at Istanbul with fans.
Really?
With fans. I don't see them winning away. With fans. I don't know if you have seen videos, but they're nuts. They're crazy. Like those
Uh,
away games
I've
are
seen the
tough.
video. A lot of teams went there and got results.
Those games are tough and Istanbul. I think they won the league last year, their first time or something like that. Or because they're the only Turkish side in this draw. So yeah,
That's
they won the league in the first time in their history ever last year. They have an interesting project going on, but I think this is going to be coming down to whether you have a full stadium full of ultras yelling and having flares all over. But if that's not the case, I think that Paris is going to be first place, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say United second.
okay. Okay. So it's kind of like find like an in between. All right.
Yeah.
And then you think Leipzig will go
Yeah.
fourth if
Yeah.
it's
No,
fans.
no, 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 no. Not
If
for it.
it,
Not
but
for it.
if there's fans,
No, I think the battle for second is Leipzig and United, and what I was gonna say is depends who falls on that away game. But I think that if you ask me, no fans, nothing, Leipzig third.
okay. Okay. This is probably where we differ on this one. I'm gonna
Because
have
you love Leipzig, you love that team.
I love that team. Upamecano for me, a great center
Oh,
back. Their entire system, Nagelsmann, the way he's got them going is
they're an amazing side. Don't get
amazing.
me wrong, amazing side.
Yeah, it was really sad to see Timo Renner do what he did last year, but it went for the best. They performed well. They didn't make it as far as you know. They made it as more than far compared to what the talent with
Oh,
the
they
talent they
they I
have.
think
It's
they blew everyone's expectations away. So
exactly. That's why I'm thinking that United right now are underperforming to expectations. So I'm gonna go with Leipzig right there in second. Wouldn't be surprised to see them top the group even. I could see
top the group
I could see them even top the group because to
over
me
PSG.
they could be more professional than PSG in these stages. Yes, because
Wow.
yeah, I think Neymar and Di Maria are sometimes a little too
Neymar and
weak.
Co.
Yeah, Neymar and Co. They're kind of like, oh, fall all the time, cry all the time. That kind of, I don't like that. And Leipzig is the exact opposite. It's like get in your face, rock and rolls.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited to watch this game. Don't get me wrong. Again, and like I know PSG will go through, right? But the big question mark is United. Not even Leipzig. I think United is the big question mark. Like if I would have to go a sleeper in this group is United, and I think they're gonna surprise the world and go through as second place.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Again, I'm excited.
And
Um,
if United bring in Cavani at the reunion,
Yeah, but I don't see Cavani having much of an effect on the.
I think he's gonna have a
I
great
think United's problems are not
performance.
in their offense side. I think their problems
Yeah.
are in their midfield and their defense. And then before you solve that, you can't get anything done, right? So, but we'll see.